It is 6:45 on a Friday evening in Covent Garden. You are 22 and working as a kitchen porter in a packed restaurant. Plates are arriving faster than you can wash them. The chef has asked for the same pan 3 times, and somebody outside has just paid £18 for a cocktail containing mostly ice and one disappointed slice of lime. Your phone vibrates inside your pocket. Payday. You earn the legal minimum wage of £12.71 an hour. At 40 paid hours a week, your average gross salary comes to about £2,203 a month. That is the number before the deductions arrive and begin helping themselves. Around 231 goes in income tax, and another 92 goes in employee national insurance. So the £2,203 you earned becomes approximately £1,880 in take-home pay. That calculation assumes you are on a standard tax code, have no student loan deduction, and have opted out of your workplace pension. If you are paying into a pension, less money reaches your account today, although future you may eventually be grateful. Present day you, standing beside a dishwasher at 6:45 on a Friday evening, is less convinced. For around 3 seconds, £1,880 looks like money. Now let us live on it. You rent one bedroom in a 4-person flat share in Forest Gate, East London. You share one kitchen, one living room, and 2 bathrooms. The washing machine works harder than anyone in the house, and there's still always a pile of washing waiting beside it. Your bedroom fits a double bed, a small wardrobe, and a desk that is technically furniture, but is mainly used to store unopened post, takeaway menus, and one screwdriver nobody remembers buying. After weeks of searching, you find the room for £780 a month before bills. It is not glamorous, but Forest Gate is in Zone 3 on the Elizabeth line. That makes getting into central London relatively quick, assuming the trains behave and nobody pulls the emergency alarm because they have missed their stop. Payday arrives. Rent leaves. £780 gone. You now have £1,100 left. Your share of the household bills comes to about £130 a month. That covers council tax, gas, electricity, water, and broadband. The bills are divided equally, even though one flatmate takes 40-minute showers and another leaves a fan running all day the moment the British summer manages to reach 25 degrees. After rent and bills, you have £970 left. Now you need to get to work. This year, a monthly Zones 1 to 3 travel card costs about £202. It covers your journeys on the Elizabeth line, tube and buses within those zones. You pay £202 each month for the privilege of standing underneath somebody's armpit while being told there is a good service on all lines. That leaves £768. Now, food. You allow yourself £240 a month, which is roughly £55 a week. That means supermarket own brands, packed lunches, and cooking meals in quantities usually associated with small community events. Monday is pasta, Tuesday is leftover pasta, Wednesday is pasta with a different sauce, which legally qualifies as a completely new meal. Food prices were still 2.2% higher than a year earlier in May 2026, while overall inflation was 2.8%. Inflation falling does not mean prices are going back down. It simply means the things that already became expensive are now becoming expensive slightly more slowly. After food, you have £528 left. Your mobile bill costs £15. Toiletries, cleaning products and laundry cost another £45. That includes shampoo, washing powder, toothpaste, and all the boring things nobody enjoys buying, but society becomes concerned when you stop. You allow £30 for clothes and replacement work shoes. A basic haircut costs £20. You put £15 aside for prescriptions, dental treatment, and anything else your body suddenly decides needs professional attention. You give yourself £60 for seeing friends, buying one takeaway, or perhaps having 2 drinks in central London, provided neither drink has ambitions of becoming a cocktail. One streaming subscription costs £10, and basic contents insurance costs another £10. Your normal monthly spending now totals £1,557. From your £1,880 take-home pay, you have £323 left. That £323 is your savings account, holiday fund, emergency fund, and entire defence against every problem life has not introduced yet. During the first 3 months, things go unusually well. April passes without anything breaking. May does the same, which starts to feel suspicious. Then, in June, a friend gets married outside London. The coach, card, cheap outfit and one drink cost £120. You sleep on somebody's sofa because booking a hotel would turn the wedding into a long-term financial commitment. By the end of June, you have saved £849. Then July arrives and reminds you not to become confident. Your work shoes split beside the dishwasher. Replacements cost £55 and your monthly energy share rises by 10. Ofgem's typical direct debit energy figure has increased by 13%, from 1,477 to 1,663 a year under its updated typical use assumptions. Your actual flat bill depends on how much energy everyone uses, but the house group chat immediately becomes a criminal investigation into who keeps leaving the hallway light on. In August, your phone needs an £80 repair. The repairman describes the screen as basically finished, while tapping it hard enough to complete the job himself. In September, your share of the broadband bill rises by £4 after a long phone call. Across July, August and September, you save another £800. Your pot reaches £1,649. Then autumn and Christmas arrive together, like a joint investigation into your bank account. Your energy share is £25 above the original spring budget in October, £40 above it in November, and £50 above it in December. Those figures are the total increases compared with spring. They are not additional amounts added on top of July's 10 rise. Your broadband remains £4 higher each month. You also need a £60 coat, put £100 aside for Christmas, and spend another £250 on presents, family travel, extra food, and one work event. Across the 3 months, you save only £432. By New Year, your pot stands at £2,081. The final 3 months are not disastrous. They are worse. They are normal. Energy remains £50 above the spring budget in January, £35 above it in February, and £20 above it in March. January also brings a £75 dental bill, a £90 laptop repair, and a £60 train journey to visit family. Across January, February, and March, you save another £627. At the end of the year, after working 40 hours every week, your total savings come to approximately £2,708. That assumes no holiday, no car, no children, no major illness, no house move, no unpaid absence, and no serious emergency. 3 months of essential spending would be around £4,300. You have £2,708. That is not financial security. It is one period without full pay, one tenancy problem, or one emergency with particularly expensive taste. Now compare your wage with the voluntary London living wage. You earn £12.71 an hour. The 2025 to 26 London living wage is £14.80 an hour, a voluntary rate designed around the higher costs of living in the capital. At 40 hours a week, that would give you approximately £2,565 gross a month, around 362 more than your current gross pay. The Joseph Rowntree Foundation also estimated that a single working age adult needed £30,500 a year in 2025, or around £2,542 gross a month to reach a minimum acceptable standard of living. That did not mean luxury. It meant being able to replace broken items, participate in a normal social life, and handle everyday costs without every setback becoming a financial emergency. So what does minimum wage in London actually look like in 2026? It looks like washing restaurant plates for people spending your weekly food budget on one dinner. It looks like earning £2,203 gross, but receiving around £1,880. It looks like paying £780 for one bedroom, £202 simply to reach work, and sharing a washing machine with 3 people who apparently wash clothes professionally. It looks like checking your banking app before accepting a birthday invitation. And it looks like spending a full year building £2,708 of savings that still would not cover 3 months of essentials. You are working full time, you are paying your rent, you are surviving, but there is almost no space between an ordinary life and a financial emergency. That is what minimum wage looks like in London in 2026. Thanks for watching.